Drake's mansion is both awful and amazing. Let's go. This video looks like a banger, bro.
Drake's mansion is so unbelievable that some of its features can...
And boys, I low-key picked this video because I know I'm going to go on a side tantrum before the video even flipping starts, bro. But I picked this video specifically because this one I can tell it's 9 minutes. Usually, Sonny V2's videos are like 15 minutes. So I reacted to this one specifically because I have an announcement, bro. I'm working on a song. Actually, the song's finished. I made the song in like 5 hours. Now, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Subscribe so you don't miss out on that, because genuinely, it's fire, bro. Like, it's so rewarding. I never realized how rewarding music is, bro. But, like, genuinely, like, I know it's like, it's gonna be a hot, steaming pile of garbage, bro. But look at the essence. Don't look at the song itself. Look at the essence around it. Look at the potential, because this was made in literally 5 hours by myself, bro. So look at the potential. Don't look at the song itself, bro. And I can't even lie, G. Like, I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm working on the music video right now because this shit has to be tough, you get what I'm saying? I'm working on the music video.
only be described as awful.
Every bathroom in this house, when you walk up to the toilet, it opens and starts playing Tupac Hit 'Em.
Made funnier by the insane legal battle Drake went through.
Yo, isn't that low-key kind of disrespectful, bro? You listening to Tupac only when you're taking a shit? Like, only when you're taking a shit. When you're defecating, that's when Tupac starts playing. That's disrespectful, bro. Straight up disrespect.
Just to have it built.
The brick wall is an eyesore to my clients in the neighborhood.
He first purchased the property for $6.7 million in September 2015, at which point it simply looked like this. A 1963 bungalow with a 3-car garage and swimming pool, although it was obvious that Drake was
That looks like the house from Breaking Bad, bro. That pool reminds me of it. I don't know, is that just me?
Focused on a different part of the property.
He never cared about like buying a big house. He was just like, I care about buying land.
Drake bought the house for its land and location, being a 2-acre lot amongst other mansions in the Toronto neighborhood of Bridle Path. The suburb ranked as the richest area in all of Canada, with its residents having an average net worth of $22 million.
Holy shit, yo, they're balling, bro. Now, but the thing is, G, like, you seen that one video? It's so facts, bro. Like, when DJ Khaled was asked, how do you spell Toronto, bro? D-R-A-K-E, bro. Like, it's low-key facts. I ain't even trying to glaze, bro. I know I'm not beating the glaze allegations, bro. I've been getting a lot of allegations about glazing, bro. I made an I Show Speed video, now the Drake video. I know it looks like I'm glazing everybody, bro, but like, deadass though, how do you spell Toronto, bro? Like, Drake is the king of Toronto. Like, that's the only reason it's even on the map, bro. Canada would cease to exist. Canada would be like, I don't know, like a third world country if it weren't for Drake, bro. Low-key, hot take, bro.
And an average home value of $5.1 million. YouTube videos driving through the area show some of the craziest houses you might ever witness, and as a result, it's no surprise that Drake decided to build there. On the 18th of May 2016, Drake's barely decipherable 3-story mansion plans were first released to the public, which accompanied a planning notice at the front of the residence, leading to annoying petty problems before construction had even started. Drake quickly discovered that the house he'd bought to demolish had been designed by a world-famous architect, and as a result, he'd be scolded by the media for wrecking a piece of...
Man, shut your bitch ass up, bro. Oh, this a Japanese guy with a long mustache and a twirly mustache and a long goatee designed this house. Like, shut your dumb ass up. Like, what are we on about, gang? Like, who the fuck cares, bro? Who cares? Like, I don't understand that shit. Like, who genuinely cares? No one cared about this house. No one knew anything about this house until Drake lived there. Like, you genuinely, when you get famous, you can't live in peace, bro.
History. In one article titled, Drake, Take One Dance with That Bride.
Bro, they sold him that house, bro. Like, is it a museum, gang? Like, do you think you can just walk there, walk in there, bro? No, they sold him that house. It's not a fucking museum, bro.
Path home before tearing it down. The writer stated, I'm pretty angry with you for considering it a teardown, while the demolition notice had comments such as, maybe a minor variance in zoning, but one more sad step in Toronto's blind disinterest in heritage. Although these
Drake is Toronto's heritage. What are we on? Oh my god. Oh my days, bro. You know how irrelevant Canada would be without Drake, bro. I'm not even glazing. I know I'm like low-key, I'm not beating. I'm glazing more than a Krispy Kreme donut right now, but like, goddamn, bro, like, what are we on about, gang?
Complaints were nothing compared to the issues caused by the new design, as the proposed mansion was so freaking huge it goes beyond what's permitted there. For example, the mansion's height of 17 meters was well beyond the 11 meters permitted by council, while his 34-meter wide driveway was 3.5 times larger than the allowed width of 9 meters. But the aspect that received the most backlash was the height of Drake's new fences.
Fences more than twice as high as would otherwise be allowed, in part due to...
Would he just have to pay fines forever? I swear Jeff Bezos does that. He has like it's literally massive like fucking bushes in front of his house, like a massive wall just to cover. Like, at some point, things that money can buy are privacy and health. Like, having more money, it makes it easier to be healthy. And the second most important thing money can buy is privacy, bro. Like, I genuinely understand. Even if it does lose a lot of money in fines, like, it's understandable.
Security concerns.
It's fucking
on his
Drake, bro.
property.
Everyone knows where he sleeps, where he eats, and that has really freaked him out.
As mentioned, Drake's extra high fences were proposed for security. However, his neighbors made an effort to push back immediately.
The brick wall is an eyesore to my clients in the neighborhood, as it could be observed from almost every single room of my client's residence.
Despite this, councillors sided with Drake after learning he'd spent $1 million on trees.
Because you spell Toronto with D-R-A-K-E, bro. Drake runs that shit, gang. Like, he's the judge. They're over here discussing, but he's the judge, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, the worst thing that could happen to Toronto is if Drake's angry, bro. Like, the whole of Canada is just there to make Drake happy, bro. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Glaze it up. Oh my days. Now I'm a D1 glazer, bro. Like, bro, I'm moving brazy.
For the property,
Fuck.
and as a result, the building was finally approved. Roughly 2 months later, Drake's builder and architect Ferris Rafali posted this.
Bro, is that Kanye? What the fuck? That's Kanye, bro. I'm not even. Is this racist, bro? That genuinely did ask like Kanye, bro.
This image to his Instagram
It's got the Kanye stance.
with the title "Let's Get Started." This was followed by another post only 8 days later, showing that the block had been completely flattened, in the process creating a brand new problem. Drake's lovely neighbors had launched another complaint against him, claiming that trees were being cut down on the property before they'd received permission to do so. As a result, Drake was now facing a fine of up to $100,000 for every tree destroyed, although his
I saw 500 and I almost chuckled. I almost chuckled even though I have literally a negative balance on my bank account. Me with my $5. 500. That's nothing to me and Drake. Me and Drake can pay that easily. Like, if we combine our net worths, we can easily pay these fines. You get what I'm saying?
builder maintained that they'd done nothing wrong. This was confirmed after a council investigation, which stated there have been no violations, there have been no large trees cut down. I'm very glad that Drake and the company he has hired is obeying the law. Roughly 1 month later, an archived satellite view of the property showed that construction was back underway, which accompanied a new post on Ferris's Instagram, hinting at just how crazy the mansion was going to be. This is how we built an official NBA indoor basketball court, showing an excavation in process, which was followed by another post 1 month later, showing the speed at which the house was being built. In the process, Drake came by to check out the property, which had begun framing only 4 months later, a stage which was
But that guy looks like Fousey, bro. Ferris Loki looks like Fousey, am I tripping?
fully completed within a matter of weeks, at which point the builder revealed another crazy detail. While the original plans put the mansion at 21,000 square feet, this number had since been doubled to 45,000 square feet, which included a 3,200 square foot master bedroom suite. For context, the size of an average 3-bedroom home is usually around 1,600 square feet, meaning Drake's bedroom was going to be the same size as 2 fully built middle class
Hey, that's that one dance money, bro. You get what I'm saying? I'll start singing, but I don't want to get copyrighted, twin. That's that one dance money, bro. This is where it gets you, gang.
homes. Although
Shit, if a family of 3 could produce bangers, they'd also be living in this crib, bro.
Drake showed no remorse for his extravagance, stating, "Because I was building it in my hometown, I wanted the structure to stand firm for 100 years. I wanted it to have a monumental scale and feel. It'll be one of the things I leave behind, so it had to be timeless."
Alright, this is where he has to be humbled, bro. You are not Alexander the Great, twin. It will stand firm for 100 years. Like, what the fuck, bro? You are not Alexander the Great, twin.
Strong. It's overwhelming high luxury. That message is delivered through the
See, the only reason I said that is so I beat the glazing allegations. I don't even give a fuck, man.
size of the rooms. I wanted to make sure people can see the work I put in over the years, reflected from every vantage point. As construction continued, Ferris and Drake once again posed at the front of the property, although this, in combination with countless media articles listing his address, accentuated an aspect that was already a massive problem: security.
The attempts of getting into this property is daily and nightly.
As mentioned by Drake's representative, the house was being broken into every single day and night, only made worse when the house was given a geotag as Drake's mansion on Google Maps. As a result, Drake had to hire significant security.
Dude, his security's insane. You ever seen security? Have you
Yeah,
ever
I've seen some.
Imagine more.
Wow.
Okay. You're not getting to this guy. No chance.
With this also being seen in a video by a YouTuber named Walking Lady.
I'm going to talk to you, alright?
Don't
go what, sorry?
On the property.
And echoed in this comment reading, I drove past his house looking to take some pictures, but there were these 3 to 4 big dudes standing out front
Bro,
going.
and you gotta realize this is why so many rich people go broke all of a sudden. Because you gotta realize that these expenses that they have to live with, like if they stop making money, you know how much it costs to have 3 to 4 big dudes standing outside your house? A lot of money, bro. Like almost as much like recurring expense as it would to build this house, bro. Like it takes so much money to have a security fleet, bro. Like look at people like iShowSpeed and other big streamers. If they only have 1 or 2 people, like it is genuinely very expensive. And I know they might have like other reasons, but a big reason is it's not cheap at all to have a security team, bro. Like at all. So yeah, it's an expense, bro. It's a big expense that you'll have to deal with for a while, bro.
The place. What a life. In one notable incident, Drake's Toronto mansion was stormed by a knife-wielding woman who allegedly struck a security guard with a pipe, but while there were obviously some security hurdles during construction,
Yo, OVO squad needs to calm down, bro. Holy shit, what the fuck?
there was no denying the house began to look incredible. After laying the slab for the basketball court, Ferris uploaded a video showing the court's entire construction process, which included a Drake-themed scoreboard, Drake-themed on-court branding, and even Drake-themed basketballs. The video received comments such as, "This is the dopest indoor court I have ever seen a celebrity have. Beats Shaq's and Jordan's," but while the basketball court could only be described as awesome, there were other aspects of the property that were better described as awesomely stupid. For example, Drake spent $700,000 on the world's most expensive bed. Created specifically for Drake's house, the bed named Grand...
Bro, at some point money becomes like some bullshit, right? You get what I'm saying? I think a big part of this was also making headlines. I don't know, was he sponsored? Like, you gotta realize with these big names, like, there's always something behind the scenes, other ulterior motives. Like, shit, bro. Like, getting to that level of money, holy fuck. How much is Drake worth? Let me search that up real quick, bro. How much is Drake's net worth? I know net worth is like not the best indicator of how much cash he has, but 250 to 400 million, bro. Like, damn. For making songs, bro. Like, you gotta realize people be like, damn, bro. Just making tunes, bro. He sat in the studio speaking into a mic, twin. And that's how he made 400 million. Holy shit.
Vividus weighs 530 kilograms or 1,160.
And by the way, I know I've been glazing the whole video, but you gotta realize I'm an entertainer. Alright, I'm trying to be funny, I'm trying to be entertaining. Obviously, I'm like the least person when it comes to celebrity worship. I'm completely against it, bro. You gotta realize all celebrities, they're humans, they're people, and I'm gonna be one of them one day. And so you get what I'm saying, like, I'm already like, they're my colleagues, you get what I'm saying, they're my competition. You gotta think of them, they're just people who, instead of working really hard in a sector that doesn't give you fame, they worked in a sector that gives you fame and potentially money. You get what I'm saying? Just because they're known doesn't make them different. They're all human beings. Drake's a human being, bro. I do not tolerate celebrity worship at all. I'm just trying to be funny, you get what I'm saying?
Pounds,
it's for the jokes,
took over 600 hours just to make a single one. The bed has a whiskey and champagne bar on the backside of the bed head and a dedicated team of employees who flip and clean the mattress every 3 months. In addition to the bed, Drake had a 4,000-pound bathtub delivered to his ensuite, which was made from one giant piece of marble at a cost of over $50,000. After finishing in the tub, Drake can get dressed in his 2-story walk-in closet, which he since defended as being an important part of the property. The bedroom is where I come to decompress from the world at the end of the night, and where I open my eyes to seize the day. The bed lets you float, the shower lets you escape and gather your thoughts, and the closet makes you want to talk to yourself while getting dressed.
Man, what the fuck? I'm not beating the glazing allegations, and he's not beating the zesty allegations. I swear Drake is like, he dead ass, like, I think he genuinely gets into like his pajamas. He has that little hat. He has that one light. He has a candle in like a metal casing. He lights it on fire and then goes to bed, bro. He goes zzz when he goes to sleep, bro. Like, he's that type of guy, bro. He's not beating the allegations. He's such a little weirdo, bro.
5th of October 2019, roughly 3 years after construction first began, Drake posted this video to his Instagram showing that the luxury mansion was nearing completion while providing a further sneak peek into some of its wild features.
Shit,
there were
bro.
the singing
People got
toilets we
stupid
mentioned
money
earlier, as well as quite possibly the craziest indoor swimming pool you might ever witness. However, it wouldn't be until Drake moved into the home 6 months later that he'd also show off his separate outdoor pool, as apparently the property needed 2 separate pools. On top of this, Drake Drake bought a custom Bosendorfer piano for an estimated $500,000, which was shown for the first time in the Tootsie Slide music video, where Drake would also display a room holding every award he'd
This shit was before Tootsie Slide, bro. He just had money, stupid money before that, bro. Like, he's been up. What the fuck? Damn.
ever won. Additionally, Drake built an entire hallway for the sole purpose of displaying basketball jerseys, and considering Drake also has sun-tanning beds in his bathrooms, it's no surprise that even DJ Khaled praised the designer by stating, "Amazing job, I want you to build my next estate. I've been thinking the name of the one we're gonna build to."
How does DJ Khaled even make money, bro? It's that shit I don't understand. Like, this fat motherfucker, how is he making money, bro? How is DJ Khaled printing peas, bro? Like, he's just been rich, bro. Like, he's posted, like, a couple good songs. Does he own his music? I think that's what it is. Like, what is DJ Khaled doing nowadays, bro? What sort of mischievous things is he up to right now, man?
Together, because Embassy is incredible. Champagne Papi inspired me on another level. I have more work to do. Although even if you include Drake's 12-car garage and $10 million car collection, the mansion's often quoted value of $150 million is way over-exaggerated. The most expensive home ever listed in Bridle Path was on the other side of Drake Street, which had an asking price of $45 million in 2021. The home was built at the same time as Drake's and has a similar 9 bedrooms, 16 bathrooms, 12-car garage and an indoor swimming pool. The property failed to sell for $45 million and has since had its price drop to $40 million, so while Drake's house is certainly more luxurious, it probably wouldn't sell for $150 million or even half of that. Despite this, Drake has certainly achieved his goal of building a monumental property, albeit at the cost of his time, money, and even his safety.
Yeah, bro, it's kind of crazy. But hey, man, if I had to be famous and popular and have a woman come at me with a machete and attack my 5 bodyguards to live in a house that big, bro, you know I'm taking that every motherfucking time, bro. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully after I release my song, I will also be buying a mansion just like Drake's. So yeah, after I'm finished with my music video. This shit's gonna flop. Fuck. Anyway, boys, man. Boys and girls, subscribe. Of course, we represent boys and girls in here. We do not discriminate. Subscribe.